I've just finished Salat al-Fajr, so I saw some people are reading Quran together, but no one of them are able to memorize it. That is because they actually think that is Quran memorization is hard. But they think Quran memorization is hard because they didn't know the system I'm actually using, which is consists of three parts. Number one is to active listen to someone. Yes, you have to actively listening to Quran from someone. Let's complete the video while we're walking, okay? And number one thing is always is active listening. You have to listen to the surah and ayahs you wanna memorize. Why? Because actually the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was learning Quran by listening. He didn't read it. He listened to it first, multiple times, until it go in his heart. And this is the only way to grab the ayah. It is actually the only way to memorize Quran is by only learning by listening. And the second thing you have to do actually is to start repeat it hundreds of times. Why hundreds? Why not just repeat it one or two times? Actually, you have to repeat it hundreds of times because your tongue have to train. And yes, your tongue is actually like a muscle. If you didn't train it a couple of times, it will not gonna give you a sound you really need to get. So you have to train it. You have to train it a lot. If you didn't train it, you are exactly like people who think they're gonna go to the gym and get muscles just by looking at the machines at the gym. That is exactly what I'm talking about. So, number one, you have to do active listening. And number two, you have to repeat the ayah a couple of times. I'm gonna enter and complete all of things inside. Okay, this is better. So, I tell you to listen. This is the first thing always. I tell you to repeat multiple, maybe hundreds of times for the same ayah until your tongue become really fluent at it. Third thing is to recall it. You have to go to someone to recall Quran because actually our minds are not working by okay, this is the thing I've memorized. Okay, I have memorized. I'm not needing anything. Actually, our minds are memorizing things by recalling the information multiples, maybe hundreds of times. Recalling is much better way to remember things than try to memorize a couple of times. And there's actually one of the best proven ways to memorize Quran is called the active recall. If you wanna better grades at college, just learn how active recall are working and you will see that in your grades. You're gonna figure it out, okay? To be able to solve questions, you have to recall the same information in the same way a couple of times in the big amount of time, which is also called spaced repetition. So listen, repeat, recall. And there's a one thing. Without this saying, everything gonna be without any ability. And the one thing is to revision. I know it is seem obvious, but revision is the only thing is gonna save Quran in your mind. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam actually told us that the Quran is أشد تفلتا من الناقة في عقالها. It is like we have a camel and we are holding the camel with a rope. If we didn't tie this rope to something, the camel gonna run really fast and we're not gonna hold it again. Why? Because we didn't tie it. And this is exactly what we have to do. We have to revise old surahs multiple of times. So how I did it, let's hold the Quran with me. Okay? Is the Mus'haf I'm always memorizing Quran from. I go to, maybe let's say this a surah this is a page that is jadid, that is new. Okay, this is a new page. I have to go somewhere like here and say, okay, this is the Madi Qarib, which is a year old, and other page have to be really far away from here. Would be like this, okay? And say, okay, this is a Madi Ba'id, which is a far old. So we have to memorize 3 pages. A page number 1, which is a new. Page number 2 is old revision, and a page number 3 is a new revision. Okay, and that is how to memorize Quran really fast. Don't think it is hard. It is really easy. More easier than you thought. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.